tonight we're doing our top 5 kid ensemble movies, right on the heels of our review of our ranking, rather, of The Goonies. So I'm trying to think of something. I said this works perfectly because we're going to watch The Goonies, and it's something I looked through my mental Rolodex. I'm like, we didn't do this yet. Oh, I heard Brett just crack something.
It was too loud, wasn't it?
I'm like, I just heard it. I heard it. Awesome. So yeah, so top 5 kid ensemble movies. So my number 5, what did I put here? So number 5, actually I just watched this not too long ago. What is that? What's
this is the Biscotti Bourbon County.
That's the Biscotti Bourbon County.
Don't worry, I'll save a bottle because you're intrigued, I think.
Very intrigued. Yeah. The Phantom Toll Booth. Is that a kid ensemble movie? I've never heard of that.
I was not aware of that, as Wayne would say. Wait.
This is not My Beautiful House. This is Not My Beautiful Wife. I've never heard of that one. So for me, I went old school because this was a series I grew up with. I loved. Not only do we love the person who was the main character for some of them, but how to put the Bad News Bears on here.
We got a match.
Number 5, Bad News Bears. Nice.
Yeah. Okay. As we're getting going here, like I know there's ones we could do as teens, but I kept them all under kids. Maybe you did too.
Yeah. Well, look, if you want to mention the Goonies, there's some that are teens and some that aren't teens. It's a mix.
It's a mix, but I would think it's mostly kids.
They're all under 18. Put it that way.
But okay, you finish. You started, and I'll follow you because
the Bad News Bears. If you've not seen it, it's classic comedy kids filmed. You had a young the hell was it? The guy that played
Walter Matthau's the coach.
Well, yeah, no, the guy that played Freddy in the remake.
Oh yeah, Jackie Earle Haley.
Earle Haley is in it. Who's the young girl in it? Tatum O'Neal's in it. A young Tatum O'Neal as like the she's like the tomboy, and just the rest of all of them. It's such a great comedy. And who's in it as God, the other coach?
Vic Morrow, the late Vic Morrow's in it.
That's it. Vic Morrow is the coach. Is the other coach of the team.
Joyce Van Patten's in it.
Yeah, I mean, if you've not seen the Bad News Bears, there's a few of them, and but the original is great.
Yeah, and actually, the new one's got moments too. Billy Bob Thornton rules.
Oh yeah, it's. I mean, it's just that's basically what he is in Bad Santa. He's like that same person. Monster Squad, right there, right from Ronnie. That's a great one.
The great Michael Ritchie directed it. That's right. He did a lot of films. God, he did Fletch. Same guy that did Fletch and The Golden Child and The Bad News Bears and The Island. That was his one horror one, right? Or he's probably done a few, but those are his 4 big movies.
Nice.
Yeah, you're spot on, Pat. The movie I always remember because they are bad, right? But then it's all heartbreak really in the end. But not until Walter Matthau gets out the Coors Lights or the Coors beers and hand them out to kids.
Yep, he's always got that cooler full of beer, and it's just hysterical.
Oh,
the convertible.
God. Oh God! There's one thing I'm going to put you in that category. You and I will remember is him handing out the beers to the kids.
Yep, that's I always remember that one. It's awesome. He's like, yeah, I'll take one. I'll be a lush.
Oh, good stuff.
All right, so that's our number 5. Throw some more in the chat. People throwing some in the chat. What's another one here? Ernest Goes to Camp. Blake.
Yeah, Blake's got some good ones. Heavyweights. Camp Nowhere, I would throw in there. He's starting to throw out these Disney ones.
Very cool. All right.
You would like this. Okay.
Oh, I probably would. Hey, what's up, Nick? What's shaking?
Hey, Nick. Happy Sunday, man.
The worst, which is all-female cast, especially for Tim Curry's character. Which one is that? That's now with Jim Bob, The Sandlot. Yeah, The Sandlot's a good one.
Oh, Pat. So you know what happened on Friday night? Did we not talk Friday? No, that was last night. It was on one of the stations. Lisa had never seen Vice Versa with Judge Reinhold and Fred Savage.
Oh, really?
I couldn't believe she had never seen it before. And so
that's a fun one.
I fell asleep like the last half hour. She's like, that movie was so good.
Uh-oh. My neighbor's up.
Shit.
Yeah,
did the Yankees win today? I hope they did.
Stand By Me. Yeah, that's coming up. So my number 5, right from Jim Bob's mouth to my mouth. My number 4, rather, I should say. Stand By Me. Classic film. Classic kids' journey film.
Actors, director, author. Just had everything, right?
They had everything. They had everything. Look at I knew Ronnie. I knew you were going to throw Meatballs 2 out there. You can throw Meatballs 1 out there too. See, I didn't throw Meatballs on this list as much as I love Meatballs, because it was really more like teens or young adults. You know, the only kid you really paid attention to was Rudy the Rabbit.
If Bill was here, I'd be singing that damn song. Set the night, the music. Where he sings.
Oh God, yeah, he would definitely be singing. Little Rascals, yeah.
I guess I might be biased on this one because it's Chicago, at least the first one. My number 4 is Home Alone because of the whole family. Macaulay Culkin and the rest of the kids. No, besides him, there's not really anybody else besides his brother that are known, but that ensemble just works so well at the beginning and the end of that movie. And those movies hold up. Heck, my kids they love both the first 2 films at least.
Oh yeah, every kid loves that.
You know, moving it to New York, I was 11 or 12 when that second one came out, and I was like pissed off that they moved it to New York, but that's okay. I understand. They need some love too. Just kidding. Home Alone, number 4.
Adventures of Babysitting. Yeah.
Oh fuck! Now I'm forgetting a Chicago movie right there where Mike throws that at. That's actually a good one. That's a real good one.
That's a good one.
Fuck! You know what? I forgot. Don't tell mom the babysitter's dead. With all the people that are in that movie, all the kids.
That's a good one too. That's not on my list either. We love our Christina Applegate
and Danielle Harris and Keith Coogan. Yeah. I only thought of it because Mike brought up Adventures in Babysitting. Keith Coogan's obviously in that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the key Meatballs 2 as kids with an alien as a storyline. Yeah. What the hell's his name? Meathead? Is it Meathead? The alien's name?
Meathead? Isn't that the director of freaking Stand By Me?
Rob Reiner.
Yeah. Is it Rob Reiner, Meathead?
That's me. He's the original Meathead.
He's the original Meathead.
Nice.
Thank you, Slasher Fred. Good call.
All right, so my number 5 was Bad News. We both had Bad News. I had 4 was my Stand By Me, and yours was Home Alone. Number 3, somebody brought up a little bit earlier. I got to have Monster Squad now.
Yeah, Monster Squad. Good stuff, right?
Yeah, Monster Squad. That's a movie that grew on me years after it was released because people would talk about it, and I'm like, I never saw it, and I'm like, I went and watched it. I'm like, this movie's so much fun.
Lots of fun, isn't it?
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. That's a good one too. Look at the name. You must have had a good nap. You're throwing them out there.
Yeah, right.
My next one, The Babysitter's Dead, is a cult classic. I never saw the original. Who's in the original, Fred?
The original is the one they came out with. It with they came out with a new one a couple years ago. I haven't seen it though.
Escape to Witch Mountain. That's a good one.
It was in a theater for only like a week or two. I hear it's actually pretty good. The remake. It's a little bit different, but I'm just talking about the OG one. Same with you.
Yeah, that's on me too. The 90s I remember the Disney movies that used to be on like Sunday nights. There was so many of those, but I remember watching them back in the day.
Do you remember the Don't Tell Mom Babysitters? Do you remember Gus in the movie that they work with? Remember what movie he's in?
Which one?
Remember Gus is the guy where she sprays the super soaker on his pants, right? Gus is the guy where he looks like he's pissed his pants. Don't you remember Gus and Don't Tell Mom Babysitter's Dead?
No, but I'm trying to remember what movie he was in.
He's the main villain of Men at Work.
Oh,
we're looking for the tape.
That's right. Oh, I didn't think of that until you put it. I wouldn't have put that together.
Oh God, those are the only 2 movies I think I've seen him in. He was great in them both.
Yeah, he was great in that. I didn't even think of that. Holes. Tom and Huck.
Now, unless I'm guessing, maybe Blake brought it up, but I didn't see it in the chat go by. Pat, did you ever see the movie Little Giants? That's my number 3.
Oh yeah, no, I honestly, because I would think it was a lot older. I didn't see it, but I know the movie.
Ed O'Neill, Rick Moranis. Oh God! But you have Shauna Waldron, who is she's the one girl that's playing with all the boys in football, and that's Devon Sawa's first movie.
That was his first movie, really?
If you haven't seen that movie, Pat, you should watch that. Where like Ed O'Neill's like the famous older brother that I think did he play football or no? He's the famous car dealership owner, and Rick Moranis is just the sleazy little brother that never came of anything. Yeah, see, like I thought you've seen that. Yeah, your neighbor bringing up kids. Isn't that the NC-17 movie?
Was it the movie Kids? What movie is that?
The movie Kids? Did you ever see Kids? Oh
no, I don't think.
Pat. Oh,
Mighty Ducks, good one.
It's different.
It's different. Now you're seeing it that way. I got to watch it.
What impresses me is that your neighbor, your buddy is I'm going to say our buddy because even though I don't live near you, I call him a buddy too. He's seen it and you haven't. Yeah. Maybe he's just saying it. Maybe he hasn't seen it.
No, I've not seen it.
Yeah.
Little Giants also has the late Mary Ellen Trainor and the actress who played in all the Spy Kids movies.
Oh, okay. I didn't catch that.
Santino, what's up? The horror movie
Kids is rated NC-17 in 1995, though, Pat, if that helps you.
Basket case? Are we thinking what we were talking about earlier about horror icons, maybe? Because I know there's no kids at basket case from what I remember.
No, I don't think so, Santino. Okay.
Mike's like, I'm dropping some good. Yeah, you're right. You must have a hell of a nap. Oh, he's got it on VHS. I have to watch it. Rookie of the Year.
Screw it. I'm coming to Yankee Stadium. You guys are taking me to Yankee Stadium. I'm coming.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, so that's our number 3. So number 2, my number 2, I'm going old school. The Outsiders.
I was tempted to put that on there because did you read that book in school like almost everybody did,
we
right?
had to read it in school. Yeah, we had to read it in school.
S.E. Hinton? Is that his name, I think, the author, right?
I don't remember the name of the author, but I remember we had to read it, and I sort of skimmed through it, but I remember just watching the movie more so.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you haven't seen it, I mean, that movie, you go back to that movie is like the who's who of movies. I mean, you had Patrick Swayze in there, C. Thomas Howell, Patrick, who else besides Patrick Swayze?
Matt Dillon, Ralph Macchio, Swayze, Rob Lowe, Emilio.
I mean, that was like Jesus Christ, that was like the who's who of movies.
How could we forget arguably like the biggest star right now in the world, Tom Cruise.
Yeah, I mean that movie.
Diane Lane, Pat. Diane Lane.
The ageless Diane Lane. That woman does not age. Daniel, what's up?
Hey, Daniel, what's going on, man?
Savage and Little Monsters. I see Little Monsters. It sounds familiar. Monster Squad was on my list. Yeah, Monsters. You can't forget Monster Squad.
You know, it's hard to believe who's in it as a little girl in The Outsiders is Sofia Coppola.
Was she? I haven't watched that in so long. Was she a little kid in that? I mean, well, was
a little girl? It sounds like it's one scene.
Didn't Coppola direct it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to keep this open because this will be.
This is from 1989. It's about this young boy who has autism and he is coping with his younger sister drowning, and he has a brother go on a road trip to Universal Studios.
That's the movie, the video game movie, Pat, with Fred Savage, I think.
The video game movie?
Oh, God. You don't know about that movie, The Wizard, with Fred Savage? Yeah, where the kid is so damn good at video games. It's when they introduced the Power Glove. And it was a big deal for promoting Super Mario Brothers 3 when it came out. But Davey Deathray did a watch-along of it like months ago.
Did he? Yeah, I guess 89, you figure I was probably too old for this. That's why I didn't watch it. I'm too old.
It's fun for that age group, I would say. Yeah.
Yep, Stand By Me. I just brought that was my number 4. That's a classic. Look at it, Mike. There's another one Mike saw. He's The Wizard.
Mike would know because Mike and I are closer in age than you and I are. So
yeah, I'm an old fart.
I don't want to say that. So
yeah, there's not really a cast ensemble, but I love the Good Son, man. But Culkin was so evil in that. He was
oh
great.
god, when he throws that remember when he throws that fake body, right? Is it a fake
Yeah.
body off of the bridge?
That was a big deal at the time. That was such a departure for him because he was so beloved, and he did this movie where he was like this killer kid.
I remember going to see it in the theater and we were rooting for him to get killed.
Yeah, I mean, and this is the person you love from the Home Alone movies, and it's like, yeah, come on, kill that little fucking prick. Follow that bird. Wow.
Oh god, the Big Bird film?
Big Bird film. Holy shit. I mean, we can see the Muppet movies too, because they had a lot of kids in it too.
I think you and I are going to be on the same path here for the number one, but my number two is Stand By Me, though, because you gotta
classic.
You gotta think about this cast: Will Wheaton, River Phoenix, Corey Feldman, Jerry O'Connell, Kiefer Sutherland. I hate to butcher his name, Casey Samiasco. I just think of him from 3 O'Clock High. Sorry.
Will Wheaton.
You got to go far down, but John Cusack's in one scene, I think, in it at the dinner table.
I think so, yeah.
Richard Dreyfuss, of course, is older as the writer. But do you remember the end of that movie pretty well, where Will Wheaton and River Phoenix just split up?
Yeah.
And you just because River Phoenix was kind of like the character, the rebel character, right? And it's funny how art imitates life, so life imitates art, right? Even though that was a little bit different. I think that was a matter of drugs, but
well, that's what it was. Yeah. Time Bandits, another good one. And that was one of my pilgrimages when we were in California. I went to the Viper Room and I was showing the wife. I said, right here, we're right outside of that. And actually, they're tearing that whole block down. What I heard, they left on that whole block. That's what I heard.
Did anybody have Explorers on their list? I highly doubt that's your number one, Pat. That's why I'm asking.
No, did somebody have the Explorers?
Somebody might have said the Explorers.
It might have said it, but no, that was on. That was not on the that was on the TV, wasn't it? The movie that was on the TV in 2018 Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, it all comes back to
Halloween. If we're involving full teenagers and not kids, Breakfast Club would probably be number one for probably both of us, I would think. But
yeah, I didn't think of that because I was thinking more kids, like movies that may have had a blend of both, but they didn't have a blend.
That's why I didn't include it.
That's why my number one, and I'm sure your number one, has a blend of both. And of course, I mean, the Kid Ensemble movie is the movie we're going to watch on Tuesday, The Goonies.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that to me, I don't think anything comes close to it.
God damn, Pat, we matched on the front and the back.
Yeah, our head and our ass. Who knew? Yeah, Bad News Bears. That was my number 5.
You're gonna have to get that Tonight Show like drum thing.
No,
you do have that.
Who's this?
That's it. There you go. You had it. What the fuck was that?
I'm just pressing buttons now, folks. Fun. There's more. Hold on.
There's more.
No. No.
What the fuck?
Echo. Now batting, Manny Mota.
Oh.
Now batting. I like that one, Pat. I might have to just get like a cheaper version of that if I can get that sound effect just to be a baseball announcer.
Who's this effect? Oh.
Yep, that's it.
Oh my God, Pat, you sound like you have a thing going on.
All right, there's enough of that. All right, folks.
You know, John Patterson brought up something here about Michael J. Fox around this time with Teen Wolf, Back to the Future, Poison Ivy. There was a point in time that he was shooting Teen Wolf and Back to the Future and Family Ties all around the same time.
He was huge.
It was fucking nuts.
Yeah, he was everywhere. He was all over the freaking place. That's why when I see stuff, I see the way he is nowadays, man, it just breaks my heart. That guy.
Right. This is, if there's a year, and obviously it's easy to say this, if there's a year that made Michael J. Fox's life, it's probably 1985.
Mm-hmm. I would say so.
made his career.
Time Bandits. I didn't see I got to go check out the Black Phone 2 trailer. I got to check it out. Jordan says, yours has more presets than mine, you son of a bitch. I didn't upload anything yet, young man. I'll upload a few.
How about the movie? How about the movie Milk Money with Ed Harris and Michelle Melanie Griffith? The two little kids that hire her, and she's the prostitute, right?
she was hot as hell in that movie.
You remember that movie? I saw it in the theater. I loved it. I thought it was fun.
My favorite part is that when
they bring her to the school, right?
Well, no, before that, like when Ed Harris comes home, and he's like, "Oh, I forget what the hell her name was." And he's just like, "So what do you think? What do you say?" He's like, "I don't know. Thanks."
Yeah, that's right. He doesn't know what to say.
Oh yeah, she looked great in that, and the friggin' the killer pimp, and that was Malcolm McDowell.
That's right. That was right around the time I think he had been the what's the villain's name in Star Trek Generation? Sauron.
Mm-hmm.
He killed Captain Kirk, and what's God dang, Dr. Loomis killing the Michael Myers mask guy. What the hell? How's that happen?
So Brazy threw his in there. So number one. Oh, these are icons. Okay, because you were doing our kill icons from earlier. All right. Number two, Sam. Yeah, Sam. True. That's one I missed. Megan, the Grabber, Hard Eyes, and John Carver. Yeah, that's one I did miss. Yes, Sam from. I'm surprised they didn't make a part 2 to that.
Cocoa nibs and toasted almonds. Yeah. Okay.
But folks, that is our top 5 Kid Ensemble movies. Keep throwing them in the chat if you want. Throw some in the comments after the fact. And yeah, that was a good one. I thought that was going to be a lot of fun. And there's a few there that I did forget.
Stuff, Pat.